Hi guys, I hope you have a nice day and I'm glad you're here with me. I will tell you my opinion about the game Raw Justice that I played, all the pros and cons of this game. Let's go! Raw Justice 84 is the first game developed by Gamma Minasuch and published by Daedalic Entertainment. I played it on the PC using Steam. The title is a stretched experience with a good setting that uses ideas inspired by board game design. I've played tonight to get a raw feel for the game mechanics. The game universe is inspired by the 80s and the cheesy action movies. Think old school Miami Vice and Blue Moon, but hit some serious notes. There are frames, cops, corruption in the department, a personal quest for information, and a lot of people ready to turn to independent agents to get justice when the local government can no longer provide it. The EA's 84 were in Kansas City, and the once famous detective Jim Byler were released from the prison where we wrongfully accused. While we were inside, criminal organizations raged and Kansas City turned into Gotham. When we got out, an old friend greets us and we agree to help him security company. I can say that Raw Justice is a like board game played on the computer with cards and dice. We have a budget, we hire agents. Each agent have a certain number of action points, which they work for us until they run out and we send them home. I know I'm going a little too long, but I wanted to be able to explain the mechanics of the game well. You know, if you hear it from outside, it may not be of interest to you, but the game offers such a nice variety. So many missions, so many agents that it's really a game that can be bird for hours for players who like this type of strategy board game logic Raw Justice. You start by choosing a detective, so assign a random number of quests on the map you must complete before their respective timers run out and they are failed. Completing this will earn you minute amounts of cash, agent exp, and relationship exp. Each job has two paths to choose, so you essentially have to hire agents based on their skills for one of the paths to more easily complete it. To make progress in Raw Justice 84, players direct their agents as they engage with caseloads. There are groups of problems that the police don't have the resources to deal with. Each type involves a different gameplay mechanic and some are more interesting to engage with than others. When you read the description of each mission, we see which skills are important to that mission. For example, some want a strong or perceptive agent, some want someone with high empty. In this part of the game, which I can call micromanagement, we need to take care the agent we have from the agent pool have the features required by the task, because this determines the number of dice we will roll. For most cases, players will have to roll dice. Each situation revolves around of the 5 character attributes. Their value match the number of dice they can bring to roll. For each dice roll, there are critical hits and failures. Rare rolls are available to mitigate failure, but it can still be pretty hard to reliably pass the dice check for many cases. There are a heap of different items to assist with dice rolls, and the leveling system of the agents give you a feel of progression rather than just grinding out missions, as well as random events that can be entertainment depending on your moral choice. Completing caseloads open up harder ones and deliver bonuses. Agents gain experience and level up, and it's important to specialize. Informants also appear in the city, offering more lucrative situations to deal with. Out of nowhere, moral and third choices can mow your way. In some of these, you may have to choose between the good ones, and in other, you may have to choose between the bad ones. Another feature is the requirement the items you can buy from many shops in the game allow you to earn bonuses for certain abilities of your agent for a few times. Each agent has a maximum of 3 item slots. The 24/7 cases don't use dice rolls. Instead, the game selects a mini-game for players to complete. They include lockpicks, carjacking, frequency matching, surveillance, pattern matching, and more. They are easily the weakest part of Raw Justice 84. They are only enjoyable once or twice and then become chores required to make progress, and I never felt like they were suited to the setting. I wasn't expecting so many different mini games, but they're all fun with varying levels of difficulty. Also, some are super easy side. There are exactly 21 mini games related to policing in the game. Playing contracts, X-ray machine, pick lock, VHS recording corruption, save code locator, polygraph, triangulation location, voltage adjustment, robot image merging, merging shredded paper, switch download, Morse code, food porn, proofreading, decryption, radio wave mapping, identification, fingerprint, tampering, bypass, passport stringing. Here are all mini games that are completely different from each other and directly related to the theme. Thankfully, there are descriptive tutorials for all minigames, which with videos include to assist the player. These tutorials can be assisted anytime. If you really want to test yourself, you can try any of the minigames with varying difficulty settings, rookie through hardcore, which can almost be like a game within itself if you enjoy a challenge. I like the variety of cases in Road Justice 84 and the complex dice-based solutions required to solve them and get solved rewards. Even more gamers who will love both dice action and minigame moments, the game can become a little repetitive. I found that it works best in shorter sessions. Cases vary from minigames to skill-focused dice rolls and a surprising variety of moral dilemma missions. Plus other random encounters, some dramatically affecting how a team reacts to you. There are almost too much planning asked of early cases that it's literal green to balance and budget before you have to take a loan. Every agent you can hire is amazing. Whether Flash or some unmuted, they fit right in with ATs, crime and other classics. All the fun is role-playing your own way and leveling up your favorite agents to your liking. I really like the character presentation and portraits, which really capture a mix of Chinese and the can-do attitude that works well with the universe and plot. All the agents you can hire have unique voice lines which tend to repeat a little too often, again capture their personality. Moreover, the driving paragraphs and one-sentence slogans of the agents are also very enjoyable. In fact, I think one of the most fun aspects of the game is finding out who they are, inspired by the new agents that come to the agent pool. Among them is Michael Caine and Whitney Houston. What else? The city landscape is nice, but sometimes feels a little empty. Any issues that I have with the playthrough of the game mostly exist with case officer rep balancing, but other than that, there aren't a lot of negative things I have to say about the game. Of course, it's nice to be successful in the game, but failing doesn't do any harm other than a loss of reputation and money. Nobody expects you to be successful in all hundreds of missions anyway. Lots of fresh ideas here tied together against a backdrop that just wouldn't the jade nihilistic views of 80s noir films. Unfortunately, the elements that are centered on dice become repetitive. Overall, Lloyd Justice 84 is a beautiful game with a nostalgic feels of 80s crime TV series, and with its variety of mini-games and intriguing storyline putting your fate in the hands of dice never gets boring. It will mostly let you play at your own pace and offers the player a lot of choice with how to pick out their favorite agents, tackle the various caseloads, be strategic in ways to space out their agent. The strategy elements is complex enough, while not going over the top. The puzzles are a huge variety of mini-games, like Sense, where 3 usually some key insight to figure out before you can solve it. There is also a well-written story with grit, all that will keep you entertained. Recommended if you are into ATs, noir, and strategy. There are certainly some tweaks, bug fixes, and areas to grow, but nothing game-breaking. A few of mini-games need some adjustments or just better clarification. That's all. Thanks for listening to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And also subscribe to my channel. It will motivate me to take more videos for you. Write and ask any question that I will answer in the comments below this video. Bye bye. I love you all.